Hey y'all, so before I get this video started, let me give a quick shout out. These were the first 3 comments in my last video. If you want to be featured in my next video, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell and come show me some love when I drop a new video. What's up, you guys? It's Keamber Vaughn, aka CoachKe, coming back to you with another video. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you're not new, welcome back. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and also tap the bell so that you are notified of every new video that I post. So as you guys can tell by the title of this video, it's time to do the week 2 weekly budget for the month of November. But before we do that, of course, we have to reconcile week 1. So first things first, health insurance did not come out, so that means I was under budget the whole 170. They ended up asking me to send like a handwritten note, and I had to send it by the 6th, which I did. I'm assuming that I'll get a call from them sometime this week as far as like how everything is going to be moving forward. Oh yeah, you guys, my new I got some more Florissant color 6 in the black. I mean the marker was cool, but I like these way better. Okay, so the total for the fixed expenses was $0. Oh yeah, y'all. Look, I'm all over the place, but I tried out a new foundation. This is a $10 foundation. This is the NYX Born to Glow. I actually did like a little try on, I guess you could say, or playing around with it in a video that'll probably be coming out this week. And the title of the video is Dear Millennials, Where Let's Chat. So yeah, just be on the lookout for that. Okay, so the budgeted expenses, let's go to the expense tracker. All right, so this week it wasn't very much of anything. Got some food out to eat a couple times, went grocery shopping. I did get all of my supplements, which was the probiotic, the EFEM hormonal supplements, and what else did I have to? Oh, black seed oil. I don't need my prenatals for another couple months. And I just realized when I just opened the black seed oil, the bottle that I have is like twice or maybe even 3 times the size of the smaller one that I have. So this one should last me quite a bit, probably like 2 months. What else? Got the Florissant pens, and I got some dry co-wash for my hair. And I also booked the hotel for a trip that I might be taking in 2 weeks. I don't know, the person's kind of getting on my nerves. But yeah, so that's that. So we'll see about that, but I should be getting this back from that person anyway. So yeah, so let's go ahead and calculate how much money we have left over. And of course there's an ad that pops up every freaking time. Okay, so for groceries we still have $258.83. Personal household is $91.68. Miscellaneous is the whole $150 because my budget stops at this X. Restaurants is $170.88. Supplements is $16.57. Business is $92.50. Gas is the whole $115. Shopping is the whole $250. And then travel is $90.99. Which means that I still have $1,236.45 left over. If we subtract that from the $1482.50 that I thought, or that's the total budget for this month, that means that I spent $246.05. All right, so let's go back to here. Oh shoot, okay. Grab this piece of paper. So out of $246.05, supplements took up, what is that, $88.43. So that means total on the other budgeted expenses, I only spent $157.62. Okay. So this is what I spent. What I had total budgeted for the budgeted expenses was $275.50. That's my weekly amount. So that means I was under budget, $117.88. Supplements, I only spent $88.43. My total budget was $105. So I was under budget $16.57. And the total again was $246.05. And I'm just going to double check the math real quick. Yep, that's right. Now, let's push up just a tad. And as far as the savings and everything, that is exactly what I sent. It was just a little bit of the taxes for that affiliate income. So we're going to scooch all the way up. Okay, so as far as fixed expenses go, our fixed expenses was 0. Variable was $246.05. Savings was $789. Y'all, let me just tell y'all something. I have spent over $1,700 this week. Luckily, everything came out of my sinking funds, but then at the same time, it sucks because now my sinking funds and savings is not over $40,000 anymore. But that's the whole purpose of saving. It was just like, man. So I'll give y'all an update on that pretty soon. One of the updates is actually going to come in the trading vlog this week, because 1,100 of that had to do with the trading vlog. And then the other 600, it cost me $620 for 8 contacts and a eye exam. My contacts is $420. That's how bad my eyes are. Okay, so that means the actual ending balance was $37.85.55. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, because the way, since I don't do my weeks based on paid days, it's because I used to get paid every Friday. Now I get paid every other Wednesday. So it throws stuff off sometimes. So by the time my week is over, my paycheck has come in, and sometimes other stuff has come out by then. So this is what my account looks like right now. So what I'm going to do really quick is add in everything, all the transactions that's happened after Friday. So between Friday and now Sunday, I'm going to add those back in real quick. And then I have to subtract what my paycheck was. $1166.25. So when I do this math, I should get that ending balance. $48.38.23. $26.15 plus $686 minus $1166.25. And that's what I got. So that is correct. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to transfer that number to our beginning balance for this week, and then we're going to get going. Okay, so the week that we are going off of, if I go back to the monthly paycheck to paycheck budget that I did at the beginning of the month, we have, I thought I was going to get paid $1,050, which I did get paid at least that much. And there's no fixed expenses this week. The only thing we have is the budgeted expenses of $275.50 per week. I already wrote in that one business expense. The other thing I need to take into account is how I'm going to do my savings, which I'm just writing that down on that same piece of paper. Travel is 40%. All right. And we're going to do the weekly allocations page once we get down to the savings. Same old like we always do. Okay, so fixed expenses, because there are none, we're just going to put unbudgeted in case I just totally forgot, because it was a couple months in a row, honey, where I was just forgetting everything. There's no due date, no amount. So total is 0. Oh, my paycheck was $1166.25. So remaining is $1166.25. Variable expenses, we have the budget. No due date. Amount is $275.50. Then we have unbudgeted. Total is $275.50. Remaining is $890.75. So savings, I'm going to go ahead and list them out, and then we'll go to the weekly allocations page. So we have the miscellaneous / investment sinking fund. And then we have the car and travel. So what I honestly kind of want to do is take the travel, maybe the car fund. And we're going to do medical instead. And that's only because I just had to take $600 out of my medical fund. So let's go ahead and change that. And then we'll get back to doing the car fund next month. Okay. So then we travel. And the only reason I'm putting money into these 3 funds is because all 3 of these funds had money taken out of them this month. So I feel like that's best for me to do is to, continue to put money into those. My car fund has, I think, like $6,000 in it. So it's good. And not to say that I'm going to stop putting money in that. It's just, it's okay to pause it right now. And then we'll just do unbudgeted. And I'm thinking that the whole Operation New Wardrobe, I think I'll be good after this month, honestly. So probably when I reconcile down at the end of the month, I'll put some of that towards my car fund just so something is going into there. Okay, so to figure out how much money we're sending to savings, I'm going to go to the weekly allocations page. Now, it has been brought to my attention by someone, and if I can find the comment real quick, I will let you guys know. But basically, they were just letting me know that you guys are able to, it was srich28, and they were saying that when I do the mock budgets, I explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it a little bit more in detail than I do on my own budgets, and that's why you guys are able to learn from the mock budgets a little bit more. And I thank you for pointing that out, because I think it's something unconscious that I've been doing, because it's like with the mock budgets, like unconsciously, I know that that's a teaching moment. Whereas like when I'm doing my budgets, it's kind of like, hey guys, this is my budget. So I guess I don't go into like more detail when it comes to this part, which is really the most important part for me to go into detail on. So I'm going to try to make sure that I'm more aware when I'm doing that, so that you guys are able to follow that, because you guys see these budgets more often anyway, right? Okay. So when it comes to my method, the most important thing is that I earn enough money to pay my fixed expenses, which for me is not high because I live with my parents. Okay? I take advantage. So my threshold is only $459.66. And honestly, it's lower than that because the $170 of that, which is health insurance, never came out. But that's okay. So I've already earned $31.60. I really earned $39.49, but because this is untaxable income and I take the taxes out, this is really what I actually see. So that means that if I take the $31.60 out of this, I have to earn another $428.06 before I start to split my money off into the different places, right? Because after I earn this amount more, I've earned enough to pay all my bills. I don't pay them all up front, but I've earned enough to do so. So I just had a check for $1166.25. Is that enough to cover this? Yes, clearly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract this $428.06 out of here. Why am I doing this? Because out of the check that I just got, this amount needs to go towards my fixed expenses before I start to split things off to savings, right? So let's go ahead and do that math. And after we do this, y'all, we just got to do the set up the reconciliation, and then we're done for this week. So I'm subtracting the 428. Oh my goodness. The 428.06. So that means that out of this check, this is the amount I have left over to split off. Number one, I keep a certain percentage in my checking to cover my variable expenses, gas, groceries, personal, household, all of that. And then the other portion of it goes to savings. So this month I have 80% staying in my checking and 20% going to savings. Typically I typically do either 60-40 or 70-30, but my daddy set my budget up this time and he gave me way more money than a child needs, okay? But that's how he set it up, so that's how the percentages go. So out of this amount, we need 80% for checking, 20% for savings. So I'm going to take this amount and we're going to multiply by, you know what, not everybody is good with that. So let's do this. minus 80%. So that means 80% is 590.55, and savings is 147.64. When it's that extra little amount there, you just have to make sure these two equal out to that. Okay, so this is what's going to stay in my checking for my variable or everyday expenses. And this is what's going to go to savings. Now, as far as what I actually write in here, the savings portion is right. So let me write 80/20. This is going to be 147.64. Now, this 590.55 or even the 738.19 is not what I'm going to write in here, because if I add those going across, it's not going to equal out to what my check is, right? So here's what you do. So this checking amount here, which is 590.55, is what the allocation was. But remember, out of this check, this amount automatically stayed in our checking because it's for the fixed expenses. So if we add this in, plus 428.06, 1,018.61. That's the total amount. So this is for variable. And I spelled that all wrong. This is for fixed. If I add these together, this is what I get. Now, if I add this amount that stayed in my checking for fixed and variable expenses, and then I add what I kept in for savings, that gets me the entire amount of my check. So when you are using my method, if you add up what you kept in checking, savings, and debt, and it doesn't equal out to your paycheck, you're not doing your math right. So 1,018.61. Now, the only other math that I need to do, and you do not have to do your math this way. Got shit hair in here. 147.64. So let's go here. 147.64. Now I need to break down how I'm splitting that up. So 20% is going to go to miscellaneous / investment. We're not doing the car. We're going to do medical. And actually, maybe I should do the car. And then when I reconcile at the end of the month, that's what I'll send off to medical. Because I know it's going to be way more than whatever I'll send during the month. So yeah, let's go ahead and keep that as car. And then we'll just replenish medical at the end of the month. Okay. Now, when I do this step, this is not something you have to do. I'm just real meticulous in how I split my money up when it comes to savings. And my aunt is calling me. Excuse me. Her stomach is tight. Maybe she just got to poop. She was calling to see when the last time we fed my niece. Okay, so 147.64. 20% is going to be for miscellaneous. So we're going to do 29.52. I like this to be an even number because these two are the same amount. So I'm just basically going to split whatever's left in half. So minus 29.52. Split that in half. So 59.06 and 59.06. So miscellaneous is 29.52. Car is 59.06. Travel is 59.06, which is crazy because what was that travel amount? 59.01. But I didn't take that out of my travel fund, and it's only because that person is supposed to be paying me back. Otherwise, I'll probably go ahead and take it out of there. But really, it's no point. Like, I have a travel budget in there, but my travel sinking fund is for hotels and stuff. So if that person doesn't pay me back for whatever reason, it'll probably wait until I actually get to them in person. I'll just go ahead and take that out of my travel fund and put it back in whenever they pay me back, basically. Yeah, that probably is what I should do. Whatever. Okay. Sorry, I just kind of went on a little tangent, didn't I? Okay, so remaining. So we had 890.75. Let's subtract that 147.64. So remaining, I have 743.11. Let's scoot up. So beginning balance was the $37.85.55. I have $1,166.25. That's $49.51.80. Fixed is 0. Variable is $275.50. Savings is $147.64. So that means I should have an ending balance of $45.28.66. And I'm just going to transfer the first 3 lines over real quick. That way I ain't got to do it next week. All right, that's it. So if you guys have any questions whatsoever, feel free to leave them down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please thumbs up this video, subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.